dude. I'm about to run the shite out of this thing, dude. He got the head I like. You know, pause. He has the recon shaped head that's favorable to my liking. Let's continue. Should be able to go through that railing, like, but I'm going like. What's up, runners? We got some updates for you. Let's get to it and see what it has to offer. Mind you, it is a big one. Okay. Look at all of this. Holy. I'm not gonna read all of it, but we will get to some highlights. And I think I started skimming ahead of time. This is right here is a game changer. Let's get to it. General. Added streamer mode option in the settings. The ability to hide you and your crew's name on your screen. The ability to replace your in-run name with a generic one across places like pings, kill feed, death recap, and spectate. The ability to replace other players' names on your screen with generic names. A configurable matchmaking delay to help make stream sniping harder. I haven't run into that problem. Added settings for controller curse friction. Fix an issue where doors could sometimes desync from the server. Setting your stream online status to invisible no longer causes the in-game roster to be invisible. Now you have to set that manually. That's interesting. Matchmaking. Duels is now a regular option. Each day, a new location is chosen to have dual queue active, indicated by a duels marker on zone select. Matchmaking now supports a countdown time before launching into a run. Brand new players to Marathon are more likely to match with other new players during the opening of Season 2. I kind of want to farm that, but I'm not a new player. Maybe. Players may now select between multiple matchmaking network preferences. Yo, I gotta go in and I gotta go in and see all this stuff right here. Developer note: this experimental matchmaking preference allows players to choose whether they want to wait for longer to increase their chances of finding a group of players located near to them. We will also continue to monitor the performance of matchmaking over time and adjust its configuration to provide a balanced experience that works for most players by default. This is interesting. All of this so far is really good. Added the zone name to the matchmaking status screen. Merge ranked high stakes and low stakes into a single mode. I'm sure that's a pretty good feedback people have been wanting. Item economy. Faction reputation awarded by completing standard contracts has been significantly improved. Increase the amount of credits gained when achieving early season level rank ups. Increase the amount of credits gained when activating early season. Okay. Yeah, because that was a huge problem in Season 1. Which really should be Season 0 because 0 is a number. And this is 0. This is Season 1. It just sounds cooler. But premium rewards, pass owners can now either claim individual rewards with Silk or purchase them for Lux if desired instead. The page will need to be unlocked before the reward can be purchased. Nice. Unclaimed cosmetic codex rewards will be claimed automatically at the end of Season 1. That's huge. So if people don't know they have it unlocked, bam, you got it. Increase the size of overflow inventory to prevent accidental item loss. Runners will now receive a small amount of runner level XP for time spent in a run. What the? Key templates now have objective. What was that? Yeah, I'm reading that right now. It's a very raw recording, guys. Like I'm not trying to make it professional. That is key templates now have objective requirements runners must fulfill in order to convert the template to. Oh my gosh, that's kind of cool and kind of tedious in a way because now you would just get keys from carry, you would just get keys from any place. Then they fixed it a little bit. They tuned it a little bit. Okay, now you need to kill a commander to get a matter fixative. There's a lot of loot that can change the game for teams, for runners, that could affect the gameplay for, for the beginning month of a new season if you happen to find a key. I think this is a good way to really dial that back and make things really more coveted for loot aspect. So I get it, I just don't all the way like it. The first 5 contracts completed each week will award a flat amount of bonus faction rep. Unused bonuses roll over and stack. Okay, example, if you join in week 3, the bonus will apply for your first 15 contracts, 5 for week 3, plus 10 unused from weeks 1 and 2. Oh, interesting. So just passively, if you join in on week 3, you just get okay. Weapon schemas in Season 1 reward pass have been replaced with credits for Season 2. At the start of each season, certain gameplay items or material in older reward passes may get replaced in this way to ensure they maintain value as our game economies change over time. Guys, I have a major hangover, dude. I was partying hard with the boys last night to end the season. I still couldn't get my vault clean. I was just running through stuff, guys. Just running, trying to loot stuff. Increase the credit cost for shield implants, self revives, bubble shields to better reflect their combat value. I like it and I don't like it. It's a weird thing because the items are, those items can change the game. Should they cost more? Yes. To make it more coveted? Yes. To make it more impactful? Yes. That's a hard change, and a change to where like, bubble shield. Dude, we need a bubble shield, bro. Now we got enough money, it changes the whole game, especially early game. Sponsor kits added deluxe and superior sponsor kits to all factions. Oh my gosh, superior sponsor kits. Enhanced sponsor kits to unlock at faction level 10. Enhanced sponsor kits now cost 4,000 credits. Deluxe cost 12,000 credits. Deluxe sponsor kits unlock at faction level 20. Superior sponsor kits unlock at VIP, and it costs 40,000 credits. Upon unlock, players receive their first kit for free. This is true for all rarities. Nice. No more gear rarity blending. Enhanced sponsor kit means enhanced gear. Developer note: looking at feedback and data, we're making sponsor kits unlock sooner and have gear to match their rarity. Allowing players to reach higher rarity floors sooner was a focus for Season 2, and these changes aim to address that. Okay, but yet you kind of nerfed the keys, but yet not. But okay, all right. That's okay. Replace materialist item status effects with new materialist lootable trinkets. Interesting. Ping V4 schema is now superior purple to match the rarity for the ping plus V implant. Okay. Salvage is now found more reliably in its associated region. Remove the container specific salvage. Okay, the dynamo sight rods and arms lockers. Oh, perfect. Replace credit cost. Okay. Combat. The UESC turrets and drones are now counted as combatants for purposes of the runner report and other statistics. Dude, I need a runner report of how many bots I killed, turrets I killed, runners I killed, damage I dealt. I want to see all that. I want to see distance traveled. And I want to see the time run too. Like, I want to see the whole breakdown of everything. You know what I'm saying? Faction awards have been added when starting in-run activities like supply drops and secured resources, in addition to the faction rep granted when the activities are completed. Nice. Nice. Some faction awards that were not shared by the crew, such as TAT activations, are now awarded to the whole crew. Nice. Runner shells. Adjusted ping to work more intuitively with the DBNO, down but not out, camera angle, and to make it much easier to successfully ping enemies while down. That is huge. Okay, we'll have to see that. We'll definitely have to test that out. Fix an issue where the heat bar would sometimes jump around when performing a heavy... Didn't have that issue. Finishers could sometimes push runners through geometry. Okay. Fix an issue where the crew feed death announcement could fail to appear when a runner was killed by a non-runner or non-combatant source. Yes, that's nice. Fix an issue where DB and O animation would not play if the player was holding ADS when down. Interesting. Movement. Mantle has been adjusted to make climbing up rough terrain more consistent. Nice. Fix an issue where players would bump up and down repeatedly when pushing up against railings. That's... Yes, please, thank you. Just like, you know, you got the top railing and the bottom. If I'm down on the ground, I'm scooting towards you like this, I should be able to go through that railing. Like, but I'm going like. That's literally what's going on. Stats. The prime recovery and tactical recovery stats now increase the recharge rate of the respective abilities by a maximum of 70%. Down from 100% in Season 1. Okay, developer note. With the Cradle, players have far more direct access to increasing their baseline runner stats without needing to collect materials and purchase faction upgrades. This is a significant increase in average power that we need to adjust for to maintain or intended balance tuning. Okay, alright, that's fine. They're just gonna do their analysis. Smart Heal. Smart Heal will now recommend a cardio kick if a runner is missing 0 health and has 1 available. Okay. Okay, Smart Heal will now recommend a cardio kick. What the fuck is this? Anyway, new Sentinel. Let's go, guys. Defender System Prime ability. Right? Your super ability. Deploy a defense platform that harmlessly neutralizes incoming explosives. You and your allies also gain increased weapon stability, reload speed when standing near the device. I want to know that range. And also bear in mind that it's got a limited number of projectiles to fire. Be sure to keep a steady eye out. Nice. Snare Mine, your tactical ability. Toss a proximity triggered mine, which detonates into several immobilizing submunitions when enemies get too close. Dude, I'm about to run the shite out of this thing, dude. He got the head I like. You know, pause. He has the recon-shaped head that's favorable to my liking. Let's continue. That's... Yeah. Prey Tractor. No, not Prey. Pray. Prayer. Pray. Okay. Activate motion tracking systems in your HUD that allow you to see moving enemies on radar within a canonical zone in front of you. No, canonical. I know what it means, guys. Castle Doctrine passive ability. You ready and reload SMGs, pistols, and shotguns more quickly based on the number of hostiles. Oh, nearby hostiles. When you take splash damage, your hardware, fireware, and self-repair speed are increased for a short time. Based on the number of hostiles near you. So this means also turrets too as well. Based off what we just read up earlier, they're gonna count as bots. Okay, I wonder if ticks count too as well. Ticks, bots, the new faction enemy too as well. We'll have to play around with that. And I wonder if we can see this buff be activated. Like a notification like, hey, your passive ability is actually working right now. You know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of cool to see a timer for that be activated. How long does that last? You know? And I wish there was some way to figure out, okay, what's the range on this device to get these buffs from the defender system. You know what I'm saying? Assassin, fix an issue where a smoke screen projectile could get stuck in tight corners and fail to detonate. Destroyer, fix an issue where riot barricade could be activated while getting on a ladder. Fix an issue where switching weapons during a thruster activation could fail to ready the weapon. Recon, fix an issue where shock drone detonation VFX could appear far away from the actual detonation. Okay, triage, added an inspect animation for Robot Buddy. Updated reboot. No, I'm sorry, it's not a buddy. Updated the reboot targeting icons for a more consistent visual style. The Vandal reduced instance. Oh, fuck Vandal. Fixed multiple thief drone exploits where the drone could go out of bounds or into unplayable areas. Damn. Cores. The close and personal share core has been removed. This benefit can now be attained from the Cradle upgrade system instead. Okay. New Sentinel, reversal, enhanced, defending an immobilized target heals you over time. Defeating an immobilized. Okay. Wellness Beacon Deluxe. While standing near your defender system, you and your allies use medical items more quickly. Okay, this is a core. These are the cores. Imminent Domain. Okay, Domain Expansion, Prestige Core. JJK, anime, if you know what I'm talking about. Runner Grenade neutralized by your defender system. Fall to the floor and become lootable. I wonder if we get like the comp, like the you know what I'm saying, like the salvage items for those, or the actual item itself. That's huge. Implants. Implants have been significantly reworked. Each implant now has a single fixed perk and a fixed stat package. Item rarity now determines the total amount of stats provided by an implant. The total amount of stats scales up with each rarity tier from gray all the way up through gold. Okay, that's well-rounded actually. Certain implants can only be found at higher rarity tiers. Okay, like deluxe and superior. Energy harvester perks now activates on tactical ability activation rather than deactivation. Interesting. This means that the stat-based tactical abilities like Assassin's Active Camo can gain the benefit while the ability is active rather than needing to wait for the effects to end. Yeah, they switched that around. Which makes more sense, like not combat wise, but just like I guess quality of life wise, I guess in a sense. I like that. It just makes more sense that way, actually. Yeah, a lot of things were kind of backwards. Like, why'd I have to wait for something when... Yeah, it's just more effective. New implants. Head. Blindside. Performing a finisher on a down runner grants you the effects of signal jammer for a short time. Capital P pause. Yo, Bungie, devs, yo, we gotta rework. Yo, you guys gotta rework this. Yo, whoever did this line was on something right now, or I'm just too hungover. That is. Move on. Immune response. Cleansing a MCH status effect briefly increases your melee damage. Cleansing an OS status effect briefly increases your self-repair speed. The Dynamo. Gain increased agility and heat capacity when your tactical or prime abilities are fully charged. Stacks twice. Nice. I wish it would tell us if cores could stack too. That would be really cool. Did it say that, guys? If we could stack cores, like let me know down in the comments if cores could stack. Torso going dark. While channeling a healing consumable, you become invisible. Splash guard. When you take splash damage, your agility is briefly increased. You take less self damage from your explosive equipment. Wow. Incolation kit. Yeah, that I word is like, or letter is really weird. Well, under the effects of the MCH or OS status effect, all of your non-resistant stats are increased. Okay, and then we got, I guess, legs, duck and cover. After sliding, your self-repair speed is briefly increased, and you use healing consumables more quickly. Trailblazer kit. After defeating a hostile with a melee or a knife, your next slide generates no heat. I like that. Yo, we need more stuff that generates no heat with the risk. Like, this is a really good risk. I assume this accounts for bots too as well. Bots, turrets, ticks, the whole shebang. The new faction enemy we're getting here at nighttime. I hope so. Let's move on. Weapons, guys. Weapon cosmetics can now be customized directly through an item's inspect screen. Thank you, devs. Big brain, dude. Big brain. Weapons in the overflow inventory can now be inspected, which allows their mods to be removed if there is a vault space available. Oh my god, that looks so good. Fiction issue where picking up loose loot while switching weapons could result in the player's equipped weapon being in a bad state. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Biotoxin disinjector. Fixed an issue where the Biotox disinjector could start a new run with a full mag, even if it was empty or partially empty in the previous run. Interesting. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't freaking. Oh well, okay. I wasn't gonna read this, but we'll read the new pistol. Fully automatic 3-round burst handgun. There you go. Everything else I do not care about. Look, decrease rate of fire from 150 to 1. Like, why? No one used it. Let's be honest. Like, look at this one. The CE tactical sidearm. Increase speed at which the weapon's recoil settles when firing. Okay. Wow. Okay, so they increase aim assist. They increase distance from 20 by 3 by 8 meters to maximum range stat. Wow. They really want you to use this sidearm. Okay. Submachine guns. New. The KKV-9SD, baby. Pistol frame SMG with the integrated suppressor. The Burt increased mag size from 35 to 45. Thank goodness. That's actually a good one. Copperhead. Converted base bullet and prestige mod bullets from projectile to hit screen. Rebase mag stats multiplies of 3 to better support prestige mod. Okay, 28 to 30. 7. Wow. Wow, that's huge. Azariah, pellet spread. Increase. Wow, okay. Aiming down sights by 5. Wow. What? Increased base rate from 58 to 72. This is compensate for the removal of a fire rate stats previously gained by the Slick Mag magazine. Okay. Rebase mag stat. So now every mag will result in at least 1 plus round in the mag. Remains at 4. Max mag size remains at 10. Reduce base damage fall off from 11 to 10. Okay. It's not dead, but still good. Rifles overrun. They said it's going to be improved greatly with the horizontal and vertical recoil, which was a main issue. So we'll see. Twin tap. Always good, guys. To increase the RPM to 600. I liked it at 420. To take it slow and steady and hit hard. You know what I'm saying? Increase speed. Rounds of the burst. Okay. Guys, you can read this. Guys, you can read this yourself. Mods can now be dragged directly from one weapon to another in the loadout UI screen. Oh my gosh. When you're sitting there in your loadout and you see your vault and you got one weapon on top, one weapon on the bottom, you'll say, you know what? I want to switch this mod to this weapon and to this mod to that weapon. Boo-doo-doo. Before you had to take the mod, put it in your backpack, take this mod, put it in your backpack, and then put that on top mod, and then go back to the backpack, get that mod, put it back on the weapon. Now you just be able to floop floop. Like, am I the only one who thought that was very fucking tedious? Mods can now be dragged from equipped weapon into container while in run. Fiction issue where dragging a mod to detached, it failed to play a sound cue. Interesting. Remove sniper thermal optics. Yo, I gotta put that in the chat. Yo, they removing thermal optic mods for snipers. Yo, that's crazy. That is wild. Right? Right? Chips. Guys, I don't want to read the chips. I want to go in there and be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Okay, they rotated railroad trees out of the loot pool of season 2. Okay, new loot pool. Now adds a bonus to stability and aim assist for 10 seconds after activation. Insurance plan. These are chips. Guys, I really don't want to. Blue blood now heals 25% health over 1 second. Previously was instant. Okay. I mean, these are going to be like, they're going to be in-game stats. Like, they'll let you. No, you didn't tell me that. No, you didn't. This guy, bro. This guy. This guy, dude. This guy said, bro, I told you last night they're removing thermal optic mods from snipers. I said, cap. Stop the cap. They wouldn't do that to our boys. They wouldn't do that to our boys. But he did. Mini jammer. Fix an issue where the deluxe rarity tier could activate while the weapon is stowed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Increased item it takes to activate the perk on enhanced, deluxe, and superior tiers. The enhanced was 2.5 seconds, now 3 seconds. Oh Jesus. Deluxe 1 second, now 2 seconds. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, guys, just yeah, this is the big one. Anything new I kind of want to get to. The new ghillie suit, all rarities. After crouching for a short duration, this weapon has increased stability, range, and accuracy. Nice. New buffer overflow. Precision downs and kills with this weapon grants a stacking increase to reload. That's nice. Urgent care. Kills or downs with this weapon while missing health grants a stacking bonus to your self-repair speed until you return to full health. The number of stacks and benefits increase with each tier. Upon Season 2 launch, the chip mod description will not specify this and will be fixed in upcoming release. This is what I'm talking about. I want to see my chip buffs activated, right? Any buff that I can get from a core or anything that I put on my shell that has an activation from me doing something needs to be displayed. Either that be a chip mod, a core, an implant. It needs to be shown. It needs to be displayed somewhere. And if we can customize our HUD, that would be even more great at the same time too. I would probably have something like on the right side of my screen to display, or the very top by the timer. Oh, that actually be really good. The very top by the timer, when you go in, you know, you see the timer of the map right there. I want to see those activations. I don't want to be looking down. The timer's up above, or wherever the timer's at. I'm always looking at the timer. I want those buffs, those activation buffs, to be displayed right there. Alarmist. After aiming down sights for a brief duration, projectile impacts create a terrifying scan drone alert. Man, I didn't even use the bird call one, man. Refocuser. Taking explosive damage grants this weapon an increased ADA speed and aim assist. Scrapyard. Defeating hostiles with this weapon has a chance to spawn depleted health items on standard materials. Wow. Developer note. The chance increases with each tier. The chip mod description will not specify this. It'll be okay. This is kind of neat, man. This is really good. So if you got like a superior scrapyard one, you're probably dropping like advanced shield kits, med kits. You know what I'm saying? Exterminator. This weapon deals increased damage against the terrors of the night. Brain freeze. Precision downs and kills with this weapon create a small explosion that spreads frost to nearby hostiles. Nice. We need that. We need more frost into the game. Besides just on cryo. I like that. Magazines, guys, I do not give a flying flip. But where's... Oh my god. Okay. All I care about is the bully. But listen, guys. Okay. This is mag size. It's not that end of the world. It's not that end of the world. LMG, not that end of the world. Volt battery ammo, not that end of the world. Optics. Okay, to SP, right? Superior, rotated the superior rarity out of the loot pool for season 2, as this was the only thermal sniper optic left in the loot pool. This means there will not be a thermal sniper optic mod available in season 2. Wow. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. That's okay though. Let's keep going. This is great. This is all rangefinder lens. This is I'm not about to read all this. This is great. I trust them. Equipment. Grenade ready animations extend by, okay, you get longer animation hold. Here we go. New Frost Mine. The Frost Mine is a placeable piece of equipment similar to a claymore. It detonates when an enemy is nearby, and instead of a high damage conical blast with the claymore, it explodes in a spherical blast, dealing moderate damage but also spreading the frosty buff to any enemy caught in it. That's pretty cool. New Vector Grenade. This grenade primary purpose is not damage, but rather information. When a vector grenade detonates, it creates a field of revealing pulses that linger in the world for a short time, highlighting spaces in a large area and any enemies inside its radius. This grenade is an essential companion in Night March and in other hard to see places. Why don't I feel like I was like a toddler trying to read right there? Signal flares. Signal flares come in red, green, and blue varieties, and they each have a different lens flare shape. Okay, so in Arc Raiders, we have flares, and people use them a lot for a lot of fun stuff. So hopefully we can find some fun ways to like troll some fellow raiders. Get out there, guys. I want to see some clips, guys. I really want to be able to emote in this game slightly, a little bit. Frag grenades. Reduce damage by... Okay. Signal jammer. Guys, this is the big one. Visual and detection jamming will temporarily flicker off when a player performs actions, uses abilities, shoots their weapons, or takes damage. no longer blocks detection by early warning systems. Prestige Core, Recon Core can bypass that. The Shredder M1T Prestige Optic Mod no longer blocks detection by... Okay. And the reason why, here's a developer note. Signal jammers in Season 1 felt like a default requirement for any engagement because they offered a flat guaranteed advantage, whether you were repositioning or an ambush or sprinting directly into combat. This change will make signal jammers reward tactical movement and stealth while being less effective during a firefight. I agree. I agree. I did on Dire March last night, brother. I was drunk. Brother. I was drunk. I was deep. I was four deep in Voodoo Ranger, bro. Look at this guy, bro. Combat and hazards, sure. Non-warden UESC ghost weapon damage decreased by 20. Thank God. Reduced talk plant activation radius. Thank God. Updated ground visuals for better visibility. Remove damage from compiler's death performance. Okay, so he's still a big bad. Okay. Though runners will still be knocked back. Fix an issue where the Scorch Warden slam attack could be initiated through walls. Reduce camera displacement from UESC's Scout's Heat Blast ability. Nice. What are we doing here? Nice. What's our timer? Yo, we're about 40 minutes in, dude. Holy hell. User interface experience. Players are now able to click. Nah, we're good. Customization. Default cosmetics for all runners, weapons, and profile items are now visible and customized. Players can reset cosmetics to their default appearance by equipping the default option. This is nice. Default cosmetics should no longer show customized notification as if they're new. Okay. Item previews can now be rotated more freely for inspection for more angles. Split off customized menu from vault menu and add it to the main menu. Thank you. Thank you. Added a new accessory section to customize where runners can now view their charms and sticker collections. Okay, nice. Oh, menu navigation. Added navigation support in lobby matchmaking. Run preparation screen, zone select and ready up. Have quality of life improvements and revisions. Clearer delineation between map variants and game modes. Clearer approach to selecting crew size and fill options. Additional visual polish to ready up experience. Remove the loadout menu to simplify and speed up runner preparation. Nice. Added and reorganized main menu buttons to allow quicker access to major run preparation systems. Nice. Armory, they redid the AI or the UI. Where free claims now display indicators. Okay. Fix an issue where it caused armory. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes. Social. Improve the consistency to push to talk. Anything about increasing the audio for prox chat? Added the ability to mute players from the player profile screen. Okay. 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 Oh, crew leaders can now control crew size. Okay. 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 Contracts. Added contracts tagging. Okay. All this stuff I wanted it to be a surprise. I'm not trying to read all this. I'm not. New Dire March, Night March. Cool. New combatants and locations to explore. This is gonna be nice. Perimeter. Added a guarantee in-run source of backpacks to the intercept event. Nice. Okay. Yeah, this will be a surprise. Stability. Implemented a round of CPU performance improvements. This is the first of many updates we're planning to make. Please keep the reports coming. Adding support for frame generation on PC. Frame generation increases frame rate by generating additional frames from existing data. Includes all this stuff, guys. I'm not going to read that. Frame 2% or higher using frame generation at lower frame rate benefit. Input latency. Okay. NVIDIA, I have that. Or oh, oh, nice. Overall, guys, I like the changes. Uh, yeah, there be more balance in the risk for reward. The reward for risk ratio is tuned. I like it a lot. We got a lot of good stuff here, guys. If you want to go in deeper and look at all the stats for the max size and the cones and all that stuff, go right ahead, guys. But that's it for these notes. I think they did a really good job, and I'll see you guys up in there, okay?